students. Today serial number 31 of unit and dimension. Previous was 30 and this is your 31. It is angle. Angle can be written as theta. You have studied in school level theta is equal to L by R. Formula is length of the arc by radius. Length of the arc L and radius is also L. It is 1. So we can say it is dimensionless. Any dimensionless quantity can be written as in this way: m0, L0, t to the power 0. Something to the power 0 is always equal to 1. Number 32, starting angular velocity. Angular velocity. It is denoted by omega. Angular velocity, that is angle covered per unit time. It is angle dimensionless. This is t. So it is t to the power -1. We can also write m0, L0, t to the power -1. Serial number 33. Angular acceleration. Angular acceleration. It is denoted by alpha. We are familiar, acceleration means rate of change of velocity, but the term is angular acceleration, so we will write it as angular velocity by time. Angular rate of change of angular velocity means this by time, and this angular velocity t minus 1 divided by t, so it will be t to the power -2. Number 34. 34. This 34 is a specific heat. You can also say specific heat capacity also, but in short form, a specific heat capacity, it is denoted by either S or C, both the terms. A specific heat capacity. A specific heat capacity means the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of a substance through 1 degree C. That is a specific heat capacity. So there is a formula: H is equal to ms d theta. We can also write ms mc del t. Both are same. M represents mass, S is a specific heat capacity, d theta, that is change in temperature, and in this m is the mass, c is the specific heat capacity, and del t, that is change in temperature, and the demand is S. So we can write S is equal to H by md theta. H means amount of heat. Heat is the form of energy. So the dimension of heat will be equal to the dimension of energy. Energy, capacity of doing work means work done. Mass m. Temperature, change in temperature can be written as K. Energy, just equivalent to the dimension of work. Capacity of doing work is called energy, and work is equal to ml square t to the power minus 2 by m k. This and cancel, and finally we will write L2 t to the power minus 2 and k to the power minus 1. 35. Heat. I have not mentioned heat. Actually, heat is the form of energy. So the dimension of heat can be written as dimension of energy. Energy means capacity to do work, that is called energy. So the dimension of this must be equal to work done. Dimension of work, and work done is equal to F into S. F is the force. mLT minus 2 into L. Finally, ml square t to the power minus 2. Dimension of heat. Now 36. Latent heat. Latent heat. It is denoted by capital L. So what do you mean by latent heat? At constant temperature, the amount of heat absorbed or given out by unit mass of a substance, by unit mass of a substance at constant temperature, the amount of heat absorbed or given out by unit mass of a substance to change its state completely. 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 This is your latent heat. There is a formula that is H is equal to ml. H is equal to ml. So L can be written as H by M. H means amount of heat, and that heat is ml square t to the power minus 2 divided by mass m this cancel, and finally it is N2 t to the power minus 2. Serial number 37. Very simple, that is wavelength. Wavelength. It is denoted by lambda. Wavelength. It is connected with length, so its dimension will be simply L. For length 38. Very easy. That is frequency. Frequency 1 by time period. N is equal to 1 by t. So it is 1 by t, and dimension will be t to the power minus 1. It was frequency. And let us come to serial number 39. Planck's constant. Planck's constant. It is denoted by a small h. Max Planck. According to Max Planck, there is a formula. Energy is directly proportional to frequency. So E directly proportional to frequency. Can we write nu? So E is equal to h nu. This h is a constant, that is Planck's constant. So the dimension of h, this h must be equal to E by nu. Here I am writing h is equal to E by nu. E by nu. E for energy, ml square t to the power minus 2 divided by nu is frequency, t to the power minus 1. T to the power minus 1, and finally we will write m l square t to the power minus 1. This is the dimension of Planck's constant. Will 40 now. This is your moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. It is denoted by capital letter I. There is a formula for moment of inertia. Moment of inertia, we can write it is product of mass and a square of the distance into distance square. Mass m, dimension of distance, that is L. So it is m L square. We will go through the chapter in detail. Basic concept, mass into distance square. Serial number 41. It is your radius of gyration. Radius of gyration. It is denoted by K. It is related to the term radius. For your concept, suppose this is a rigid body. Rigid body means body of irregular shape. Irregular shaped body is called rigid body. Suppose this is a particular axis. This is the point where the entire mass of the body is concentrated. That point is called CG, center of gravity. What do you mean by CG? That particular point where the entire mass of the body is concentrated or centered, that is called CG. Actually dividing radius of gyration. So radius of gyration, it is the distance from the fixed axis to that particular point where the entire mass of the body is concentrated. So from this axis to the CG, this distance is the radius of gyration. It can be denoted by K. We will write the definition. The distance, it is the distance from the fixed axis, to that particular point, where entire mass of the body, is concentrated or centered. Or concentrated. Therefore, K is equal to simply distance from this axis to this CG. This distance is denoted by radius of gyration and its dimension will be at serial number 42. Just after radius of gyration, next term is angular momentum. Angular momentum 42. Angular momentum. There is a formula for angular momentum. L is equal to I into omega. I means moment of inertia, I into omega. This is angular velocity and this I, just moment of inertia, remember it. And the dimension of I, that is written ml square. ml square, and dimension of omega, recall omega is equal to theta by t, so t to the power minus 1. Serial number 43. After angular momentum, next term is your surface energy. Surface energy. We can write surface energy means energy applied per unit area. Energy by area. So energy ml square t to the power minus 2 by area is L square. This cancel and this is equal to m t to the power minus 2. It is your surface energy. Serial number 44. Next term is pressure gradient. Previously we have studied velocity gradient. Recall your memory. That was velocity gradient, velocity by length. So it is your pressure gradient. So we will write pressure by pressure gradient. You will write pressure per unit length. Pressure, force applied per unit area, that is pressure. So we can write pressure is equal to force by area divided by length, and this force is ml t minus 2 divided by area, so L square, and whole divided by, we can also write 1 by L. This L cancel, so it will be ml is ml to the power minus 2 t to the power minus 2. This was your pressure gradient. Now next is your 45. Serial number 45, that is coefficient of viscosity. Viscosity, it is denoted by eta. Coefficient of viscosity, it can be written as force by, we will study flow of fluids. Coefficient of viscosity, force by area into velocity gradient. Velocity gradient. Force ml t to the power minus 2. Area, this is L square, and velocity gradient, recall velocity by length, Lt minus 1 by L, so it will be t to the power minus 1. You can cancel this L and this square. This is your M. It will come here, L to the power minus 1, t minus 1, t minus 2, it minus 1 will cancel, so it will t to the power minus 1. This is your coefficient of viscosity, and next is your torque. Okay, torque. 46. Torque. It is denoted by tau. Torque is denoted by tau. Force into, simple formula, torque means force into what? Distance. We can write force into distance. Force into distance. So it will be force ml t minus 2 into L, and finally it is ml square t to the power minus 2 dimension of torque. Now it was your 46. 47, it is your angular impulse. Angular impulse, it is torque into time. Just serial number 46 was torque, and torque was equal to ml square t to the power minus 2. ml square t to the power minus 2, force into distance, ml square t to the power minus 2 multiplied by time. So finally it is ml square t to the power minus 1. Yet it is your rotational kinetic energy. Rotational kinetic energy, shortcut for K. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square from standard length. Here is your rotational, for a rotating body, half I omega square. Half is the number. Number is a dimensionless quantity. I, that is moment of inertia. Recall, moment of inertia, I have taught to you, it is product of mass and distance square. So this I can be written as ml square. ml square, and this is your omega, that is angular velocity. Angle by time, 1 by t. So t to the power minus 1 whole square. T to the power minus 1 whole square, and finally it will be ml square t to the power minus 2. Only the term is changed. Energy ml square t minus 2. Kinetic energy ml square t minus 2. It was rotational kinetic energy. In all the cases, the dimension of all the physical quantities are same. Now serial number, we are very close to half century. Our target is to achieve half century. 49th. 49th, that is your Planck's constant. No, not Planck's constant. Universal gas constant. Universal gas constant. It is denoted by capital R. Universal gas constant. Gas constant. There is a formula. Recall your memory from chemistry. PV equal to nRT. That was the formula. PV equal to nRT, where n was the number of moles for 1 mole of the gas. That equation becomes PV is equal to, simply, this is the basic formula, nRT, where n represents number of moles, R is universal gas constant, and T is temperature, pressure, and this is volume for 1 mole of the gas. For 1 mole of the gas. Formula will be PV equal to RT. In physics, it is called equation of a state, popularly known as equation of a state, but in chemistry this equation is called Pv equal to RT. In physics it is equation of a state, and demand of the question is R. So R can be written as PV upon T. P, pressure of the gas, pressure, force by area, force by area, we call force by area, that is pressure, force ml T minus 2. And area is L square. This and this cancel. We will write m L to the power minus 1 into T to the power minus 2. This was the pressure. Volume of the gas LQ divided by, this is not time, temperature of the gas K, and finally we can write this as m this L square T to the power minus 2, and this will be here K to the power minus 1. Last of today, that was our target, half century. This is your coefficient of thermal conductivity. We will write coefficient of thermal conductivity. Generally it is denoted by K. Coefficient of thermal conductivity, just I am using this space. There is a basic formula. Suppose a substance, a solid substance is taken and it is heated in a steam chamber. What will happen? When the solid substance will taken in contact with heat, the heat will flow, and it depends on so many factors. The amount of heat directly proportional to cross-sectional area of the rod, the amount of heat flow depends on difference in temperature between both the ends of the rod, and it is inversely proportional to the thickness of the rod or solid substance. Inversely proportional to thickness. Suppose D indicates thickness, and last is your depends on time taken to flow the heat. These are the 4-1 example. This is the solid substance, and this is your steam chamber. When it is taken in contact with it, the heat will flow from one end to other end. It depends on 4 factors. Number 1, area of the rod, difference in temperature between both the ends, difference in temperature. Naturally, the temperature of this end will be always greater than the temperature of this end. And number 3, inversely proportional to thickness of the rod. And 4th, directly proportional to time taken to flow the heat. If the time is more and more, the amount of heat produced will be much more. Combining all these, Q proportional to A theta 1 minus theta 2 multiplied by T divided by D. Always recall this constant is K. K A theta 1 minus theta 2 into T by D. This constant is called coefficient of thermal conductivity, and you have to calculate the dimension of this K. So mathematically and finally we will write this K can be written as this into this, Q into D by A into theta 1 minus theta 2 multiplied by T. This is the single homework given to you. Q means amount of heat, and answer orally I am giving you answer. Q means ml square T minus 2, just equivalent to the heat. D, that is the thickness. L, you have to put A, area. L square, this is difference in temperature between both the ends of the rod, just equivalent to Kelvin. K and T for time, it will be T, and you all will put the dimension of all these physical quantities. Single work, and that is just half century of heat, and you can calculate any dimension of any physical quantity by this way. Okay, thank you very much. In the next class I will teach this, these only usage of and significant figure. In your next class, error